air signs, I hope that you're doing well. Welcome in. Welcome back if you are returning back. My name is Shannon Hensley if you are new. Audio discretion advised if you have little ones around, all that kind of stuff. I just do a different type of a work here. And I was really, really stern on the earth reading. And I'm known to give a big fat what for at times. And so anyway, buckle up, like I say. I'm dealing with criminals and things like that. So if you're supposed to be here, you will be here. I'm stranded in a hotel, and I've been here since last year, stranded, and I can't get no help from anybody at all. And people need to go to jail, and God's giving a ultimatum to people who don't get up and do the right thing on my behalf or anybody else's. You know, I don't watch the news that often, but sometimes I'll catch some stuff on the internet, and I just seen about the hostages or the prisoners that were swapped. I didn't really watch a whole lot about it. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, I've been here in this hotel room as a silent war prisoner right here in America. And people doing some crazy things. Underground organization and things like that with people right here in America. And somebody been waiting to try to kill me and stuff like that. And yes, it is the truth that I have recorded evidence on some stuff. I say it all the time. And I'm dealing with somebody who they themselves need to freaking die and croak for what they've done. And I watched a little bit of that, and I thought, how sad. You got people right here in America itself that are held captive to people that are sitting up at the top being crazy, who don't have no right to sit where they're at. I gave a what for in a really big way in the earth reading. I have been on every platform and asked for somebody to come and rescue me. Have had fake cops at my door. What a shame to the police department. My brother was a chief of police for many, many years, folks. And used to really look up to people in authority, and I just can't stand authority anymore until they show me otherwise, until they show me any kind of respect. I don't respect you. I've noticed that they've turned off my notifications. I've been getting notifications on my channel, but now that I've said something on my other channel, they've turned off all my notifications. Why is somebody doing that to me? I have a right to live, move, and breathe, and have my YouTube channels. They're mine. They don't belong to anybody else. Who do you think you are, ditch? I don't care who you are. Whether you're male or female, you're nothing but a stupid ditch bastard is what you are. Or your kid's crazy. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I know I'm talking to somebody who has abused their power and they're a freaking kook in their brain. And I've had enough of you. You're a coward is what you are. You have all this money out here that's been stolen. A thief is being caught. Going to jail for overseas accounts. You have something red coming out here. That's also a political party. There are blockages. There are blockages that have been put in the way. And then somebody's been clamped down in some type of no talking energy around you all, or they are for the next 24 hours. But God said, Yehovah said, that people are scared right now, and they're going to begin to confess, because God said you either live or you die. You got 24 hours, and Yehovah don't lie, folks. You better get the fear of God on the inside of you, because he don't lie. And it showed a bunch of people there just a second ago in the earth reading that were conversing, and people better open their freaking mouth right now, or you are going to die on some things that you know is going on that is wrong, cruel, rude, crude, and disgusting in our earth realm. Or you are bastards to God. Something could have happened in the mountains. Some of y'all may live in the mountains. I don't know. Let's see. Sitting here with just nothing for what somebody's taken from me and things that are rightfully mine. I need shelter after tomorrow again, and I shouldn't have to get up on my platforms to say, hey, because I'm a worker. God tells us to freaking work, and I'm not lazy. If you're a lazy person, leave my channel. God tells us to work 6 days a week and rest and keep his day holy. Somebody thinks they have a right to take my things from me and cripple me from having finances to pay. And I don't care if you're eating flour today, your little pancake, Shannon. How dare you? You're a disgrace to society. Show me air. Here's a little fishy fish coming your way. And they got a sex disease because God said so. Dirty, filthy stuff. This word goes to unclean. The T and the M is here. Somebody could be Matt. If you're upright, you're upright. If you're not, you're not. But somebody could be Matt, Tam, or Tammy could be here. Somebody could play baseball and wear a mitt. And that is also here. Somebody meeting somebody for some type of, hey, baby, and it's fishy and it's nasty and something's unclean and dirty about it. That's what this word is. Somebody go, hey, baby, keep your mouth shut. Little swindler out here. This is a swindler card. Got all this money, baby. And there's something out here with them being your enemy because they have a sex disease that is deadly, God said. But go ahead and play the little game with them. You better make sure it feels good. Is this a secret sex going on with this house? Secret sex, money, things on property. Gonna kill you. We have a little spy, and you have the strength card. This is a maladministration going on out here. I get the phonics of cheat. Also, we get chime out here, and some of you all have accounts that are on chime that are being used. I know that because my chime card that I have has been compromised. Somebody tried to do a DoorDash. I just got some type of a email stating somebody tried to do some type of a order off a DoorDash through my chime card. That card ain't even attached to anything. So I had also tried to order a part for my vehicle, and it shot back on my chime card stating that there was something fraudulent possibly that was connected to that. I called chime and they're like, I don't see nothing wrong with your chime card, but something is wrong somewhere. But something is wrong somewhere on some stuff with Shannon stuff. Somebody's stupid kids out here involved in some nonsense, or kids, or some little brats are out here because God said brats were involved in some stuff. So you got little spies and little communication around you all, and red flags out here with the color red. I have red flags written on that strawberry card. And lovers, something intimate is out here, and this is about making choices. You better make the right choice, man. You better make the right choice, folks. I need people all over the world to call beyond Kansas City, Missouri, and say Shannon Elaine Hensley, a 53-year-old woman with dark and blue eyes, has been stranded at a hotel in Kansas City, Missouri. I know I can be found. I know I can be found. And she has been living basically on flour. And she's needing help, and she's got open shut recorded evidence to some things, and her grandchildren have been murdered, and she's called FBI, and police officers have been at her door, and they've been fake. And a dirty mechanic has messed with her vehicle, and we could have been killed on the road, and somebody needs to help this woman. You know what's funny is my fire sign reading that I just did on this platform, it's already over 100 people have watched that video. I did the other 2 element sign readings, and 10, 15, 20 people have only watched it. Why? Because something's changed. I'm not even getting notifications for the readings anymore. Why? Because somebody's altering some stuff. Abuse of power has come out twice today. You're under judgment by God Almighty, whoever I'm talking to. Don't care if you're an FBI agent. Don't care if you're just some scum off the street that's got some type of, hey, baby, with somebody with the connection. Don't care who you are. You're under judgment with God Almighty by messing with my things and putting me out and trying to starve me and cripple me from working or having my life or my projects. You are under a judgment. You filthy, unclean ditch. Don't care what I sound like, I am angry. Bring it, filth bag. This is a devil card, and this is a person gets off on being mean to people. And this person's setting up in some type of authority even over you all, folks. Are we going to have this? I say let the civilians get up. They want a war? Okay. God's ready to bring something to you. You are not God of the earth to be crazy on other people's time and dime. Show me this death card, because there is death out here. Somebody's blood guilt, and that's why they do what they do, and they're setting up in some big place because, hey, I've got a title over me. I made a mistake. Somebody's died, but hey, I sit in this position, so I just think I'll just do what I want. Nobody will ever know. But guess what? God knows. God knows you killed my grandchildren. God knows. God knows of all the bloodshed that you've got dirty, bloody hands before the Father, before the one who gave you that breath that you breathe. You shed blood. God said your blood would be shed. We don't play no games like this, folks. Don't you judge me because you don't know what I've been through. Show me this death card, because there's secrets out here. The little fish. Well, the fish coming out the cup. This is finances. You guys got finances here, and you got a little swindler and a thief that's got secrets out here around you with their mouth clamped about it. Somebody sent this person to have some little sexy sex and do some nasty because they want you to tickety-tack on the tower, or they've already done it, or here they come again, or something, and now you got a sex disease and you will die. So the death card also has a meaning of the flood, the rain. It has a meaning of liquid. And I wrote the song The Day That It Rained, and it don't belong to nobody else but Shannon Hensley, period. The clouds, and there's a cloud of witnesses. Is there any person out there that's upright at the sound of my voice? There's the concerts card. Somebody thinks it's okay to get up on the stage in front of the masses of people and sing a song that belongs to me. And get this, hey, and they signed off on my project, and they think it's okay to stand up there like some type of filth bag in front of the masses and sing a song that don't even belong to them. Knowing that I'm sitting here stranded and people have died over this situation. You people are filth. I don't care about this reading. Look, I just split the deck. A dirty official. They are dirty. The word is unclean. The word is unclean. There's leadership there as well. The leadership is out here. Or the lack thereof. There ain't no leadership anymore until they show me who they are for upright purposes. I don't respect none of them. A castle is out here. Is it Britain? Because the tower is Big Ben, and it showed up in the fire reading. The 1990s also showed itself in the fire reading as well. Red flags are written up on this card. I keep pulling them up, and then there it is. The letter S is out here. Yeah, my name is Shannon. And there's also another S connection that I'm dealing with as well. And the person thinks they can just do whatever, and you can't do it. You can't do whatever. You got an execution coming to you. We have a congressman or a congresswoman that also came out in one of the other readings as well. Angry. Freaking angry today. It says they don't like that you know what they really are about. Okay, it's right here, and there's hush money that came out. There's a spiritual death on somebody. Well, death is out here. Isn't that sad? We got a congressman and a congresswoman out here. We got leadership out here, and a dirty official is out here, and they don't like that I know, or you know, or people that do have their head on straight know what they're really about. By God, because we can't get away with taking advantage of anybody. You're right, you can't, because my God's higher than you. A black man or a woman. The letter B, a pushy person who wants their way. Organization, and somebody's best friends out here involved in something going on as well. Why can't you just be respectful in the earth? Why do you have to be pushy on somebody? Why can't you just get up and just be an upstanding person? Who do you think you are? I shall live and not die, and I shall declare the works of Jehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth. Anybody's going to die, it's going to be the filth bags, because that's the word of God. The wicked shall leave the earth. The upright shall remain in it. Somebody's got some type of a violation on a restraining order out here in the next 24 hours. Okay, well, you better watch out. The word angry is here. The word underground is here. Well, we have underground organizations going on. I know for the most part, my YouTube channel is somehow underground somewhere. I told, thank you, Jehovah. He said he's going to supply the need. And I am in great need for groceries and some shelter. If anybody is able to help, my Cash App and my PayPal is Shannon E. Hensley. My PayPal is Shannon E. Hensley Shah. But it's right here. Make sure you spell it correctly, because it's A in here and O in here. If you can contact any kind of upright officials, if they do exist, then it's an emergency, folks. It's an emergency. I started to say something, I can't remember what I was going into to say. Oh, the underground stuff. There's a gun here. Anyway, bring it. I'm not afraid of you. I shall live and not die. Okay, I just cannot stand whoever I'm dealing with. You are the most kookiest person. You're not even a person. You're just nothing but a low-life freaking animal. As far as the underground stuff on my other channel, I had my phone completely turned off. It was off. And I went on YouTube and I was able to turn it on. And I was like, let me try something here. And I went live. And my phone wasn't even connected to any data, any Wi-Fi, nothing. Nothing. Now, how does that work? Folks, that should concern you. I did a whole video, and as I was talking, people were hitting the like button, but it was showing nobody was watching the video. That should concern people. Do I have a right to be angry? You dang straight I have a right to be angry. I'm beyond angry. I'm livid. That somebody could do their little slut act while I'm on a trip and come into my home and take my stuff like it ain't no big deal because somebody, the maintenance person, had a key. That should piss you off, that people are in the earth realm doing that kind of stuff to upright people, just minding their own freaking business just because, well, I just want something that you have. Well, guess what? It got you a ticket to hell. It got you a ticket to death, because God's going to kill you. At the end of sin is death, and you're going to feel the biggest stinger that my God could ever dish out on you, ditch. I need people right now all over the world to please contact people and not to stop contacting. I called the White House. Then I turned around and called the Pentagon and said, hey, my life is in danger. Click. I called them 3 times. 2 of those 3 times, click. Artificial intelligence has been used. I have just made I don't know, just a business call. Be halfway in the business call and click. It's happened right here also at the hotel room. Been on thinking, okay, well, I'll just use the hotel. Talking to somebody, click. It's somebody in government, abuse of power. That should piss you the crap off, folks. I was at another hotel. This is a couple years ago. And I was talking to somebody that was from my YouTube channel, and I was starting a friendship with this person, and I really cared about this person. It was a very kind individual. But we would talk on the phone, and we get hung up on. It's been going on with me for a long time. I'd call a person back, and it's like, well, I don't know what's going on, but they're hacking in on the phone. You could hear them clicking on the phone. Be on a conversation, they just hang up on our phone call. Why is this individual even alive? Who are you, and what the crap do you think you are? Dog. You are a dog. You're filthy. You're perverted in this realm. You're not even human. People, I need people to call other people and say, hey, just get people to call. All kinds of officials outside of Kansas City, Missouri. This place is crazy here. God needs to explode Kansas City, Missouri. NFL needs to shun Kansas City, Missouri. You may be an upright Chiefs player. I don't know. Sorry. I was born in this city, and I used to love this city. I can't stand it anymore. It's nothing but filthy here. They don't have a right to have NFL or the Royals here, because they're not royal here. They're royal crap here. And again, if you're upright and you play for whatever, then you do. But they're just shameful what they've done to a citizen here. My grandchildren have been murdered, folks. People just think that it's okay. We'll just let her sit there in a hotel room. And God says, no, I'm going to protect her. And he has brought people in to protect me because I'm innocent. I'm not going to sit here and die for stupid kook, slut, ditch, bitch, dumb dog. That is what the person is. It's a dumb dog that deserves to be euthanized for what they've done to me. They don't have a right to get on our phone and pick and choose what I can say or do. I have free will, and so do you. And I choose my free will to tell the truth and be upstanding. And people are backing some type of cuckoo. Just because they sit in a place of power, and you don't have power. I spit on you. Stupid freak. The letter B and the letter R, the bear. Oh, is Russia here? I don't know if you're upright or not, because I don't know nobody's heart, but what I've seen out of officials have been crazy thus far, until I see otherwise. Somebody's name is Rob or Robin out here. Yeah. My brother, who was a cop, I wrote him a letter on Facebook. It sat there for a long time because I was trying to figure out what's going on, because I was being messed with really bad. And so I emailed him. And never got any kind of reply back at all. All of a sudden, months later, boom, here was this letter come up. And it was from him. I was like, finally, because I couldn't get a hold of anybody. People have been messing with my phone number and everything else. And it stated that, hey, Shannon, this is Robin, a friend of your brother's. He's been murdered 4 months ago. And oh, by the way, your other brother's dead too. And that's all the person said to me. And I emailed them back. I said, no, you're going to talk to me. Never got nothing back. I went to Perkins, Oklahoma's Facebook to go look up my brother, and couldn't find anything about him. It was as if he just never even existed. Then about 6 months ago, I was looking on Facebook and I found an account of him and a picture of his whole family there. And so I sent a message, and I was just like, what's going on? Whatever I said to him, I said, Mom and Dad would just roll over in their graves to know what's going on. And then I got blocked from that account. So I don't really know. Somebody just thinks that they can play games with me, folks. I don't know who's alive, who's not. Somebody just thinks that they can just play some type of stupid game. North Kansas City Hospital played some type of stupid game with me here. I was just sitting in my home when COVID was going on. The executive order said nobody gets kicked out of their house, but I got kicked out. All my furniture, my clothes, everything gone. Why? Some ditch thought they were going to get away with whatever, and I'm still alive today because Jehovah Elohim, He is my shield and my buckler. Here comes these police officers, treat me like I'm some type of a criminal, and said, well, what can we do? I was like, what can we do? They already had a list of all my family members. We can call your family members. It was all a setup. It was all a setup. Every one of my family members that we can't help her, can't help her. My family has never treated me that way, ever. Have no reason to treat me that way at all. It was a setup. And the cops said, well, you know, I said, well, my vehicle's not running because that 3 times they've messed with my vehicle on purpose. It's disgusting here in Kansas City, folks. Somebody would even just want to be crazy. Not even thinking that, well, this person may be going down the road and hit somebody that I love. I doubt if you love anybody to do that to anybody in the earth. I told the people, I was like, I don't even know what to do. My vehicle don't work, and they tried to start it and it wouldn't work. And they were like, well, either, you know, whatever, just grab what you can. Sorry. Or we can take you to the hospital. They got resources there. Fine. I mean, I had nobody. And they were like, well, we're going to have to put handcuffs on you. And they put this big belt and handcuffs on me. I was just like, why? Just a bunch of stupid stuff, folks. They had no right to do that to me. I have that day recorded. After I got out of the hospital, I immediately got on my Facebook, or my YouTube, and began to say what took place that day. I got to the hospital, and whoever the cop or the fake cop was, they filled out some type of affidavit, and they took me back to your room. They told me to strip down my stuff. I'm like, why? I'm here because they said that you all had resources for shelter. Well, we need you to whatever. I was just like, what the crap? So I was like, okay, fine. They took my phone. They took everything. Put it in a locker. They would not let me have my phone or nothing. I'm just like, what the crap? They had a monitor sitting there by me, and I'm just like, what is going on? A big, freaking, disgusting situation. I was so freaking livid. So freaking livid. Long story. I'm not going to get any more into it, but when I did leave, and I sat there all day, hour after hour, couldn't get nothing. I'm just like, my God. And they're like, well, we're trying to find you shelter, whatever. They finally later, about 5:30, whatever it was. Now it's coming on evening. Sorry, we couldn't find you any shelter. I'm just like, so what happened? I was like, can you give me one of these rooms that have empty beds so I can sleep in tonight? No, we can't do that. I was like, well, what am I going to do? Sorry, I guess you have to go on the street. That's cruel, folks. Just freaking cruel. I sat there all day. Nobody said, hey, can we get you a sandwich? Until I said something. I was like, I've sat here all freaking day, and you guys done this crap to me. I said, I haven't even eaten nothing. Then they brought me a little cold sandwich after I said something. You talk about this city being filthy and disgusting. Whoever was completely behind. My daughter-in-law was behind some of this nonsense with my older son at that time. For whatever reason, why there's some stupid idiot thing that they thought they were going to try to do. It's mostly my daughter-in-law. She ain't even worth being mentioned as a daughter-in-law. Spit on her. I treated her like she was my very own daughter, come right out of my own womb. You talk about hurt, folks. You have no idea what I have been through. I have literally sat in a hotel room about a year and a half ago, or whenever it was before I moved into this hotel, when I was able to get my vehicle fixed and started working. I was able to work 6 days a week, and I was getting my money all built back up because I was going to get me a place. But before I moved to this hotel, and before my vehicle completely broke down, I'm just stranded here now. It's been a year. I was at another hotel, and I've told this story before, and I have just literally been beside myself. There was a man that was screwing a little boy who was crying, "Stop, stop." And I was banging the wall, and I went live on my YouTube channel. People here don't freaking care. I need help, folks. I need military to come up in here and shake this whole freaking city down, and people at the top of it who are disgusting, who have not had any kind of respect for just life. They mad at me because I'm standing up for my rights. I have a right to stand up for my rights just as much as any other person does. You're in error treating people like this in the earth realm. Just because you did something stupid and crazy in your leadership and you thought you were going to cover it, it's never going to be covered. God's going to make sure he protects his own all day long, and you're going to be the one shunned in front of the whole earth, or whoever is around your world. You are not going to treat me like this no more, period, dot. I don't care if you're the FBI. I don't care who you are, who's behind it. Whoever's doing it, you're under a freaking judgment. You are in error. God gives you 24 hours to live or die. And there's a bad spiritual death, which means when you leave this earth, and you will leave this earth because every one of us is appointed to die. And then the judgment of God Almighty comes upon you. And you'll be like those stupid, nasty demon ghosts that are stuck in a realm trying to get possessive of somebody else's house until the day of your destruction. Like I talked about on the channel the other day, those ghosts used to be somebody just like you in the earth realm, and they died, and now they await for a destruction of God on their judgment day. Your choice, folks. I know I'm talking to people that know information. There's no excuse. Get up and call, folks, and find upright people if you can. I need a rescue team, and I'm tired of talking about it. If you're able to help in any way, shape, or form, thank you very much. May God bless you. It's an emergency. Bloodshed will be up on every person's hand that has ever heard my story and just sat there and did nothing. What a disgraceful individual you are by not doing nothing. Thanks for listening.